Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is James and I'm here with my dad today. We've actually got a different backdrop as you can see, and today is going to be episode 4 of itsKibble Talks Watches. So we'll start off as always with a customary wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Citizen Eagle 7 actually on the Jubilee bracelet. I love this watch. I got it for like 13 quid. It's a crazy good deal. What are you wearing today?
Wearing the Orient TriStar, unusual date combination.
Nice. I'll put a picture up of it on screen in case you didn't catch that. But yeah, how much did you manage to pick that up for?
£10.50.
£10.50. I'll put a picture up. It looks incredible. The leather strap is an aftermarket one, am I right?
Yeah, that's from Timex actually. It was on a Timex diver.
There you go. So it's got a mix of everything in there. It looks really great. I'll definitely put a picture up on screen of it. I think it looks awesome. But yeah, we're going to get into today's episode. It's an off-the-cuff episode. We're just going to go into it. And today I want to talk about Grail watches and our personal Grails and what Grails mean to us. So a lot of people have different opinions of what a Grail actually means. But personally, I feel a Grail is something that is just beyond attainable. So something you could, I personally think it's something that you know you're probably never going to attain unless something crazy happens. Would you agree? That's what a Grail is?
Yeah, I think if an opportunity arises, I think it's something that that's something that you would strive to get.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And some people, a Grail watch is a lot more attainable because of financial situations, whereas mine, it would definitely be something that is slightly a bit more unattainable. And I'll start first. I've got a few. Have you got one or a few? Or
well, one main one.
Ultimate, yeah. Same.
Yeah.
One ultimate Grail, and then a few others that would be nice to have.
Yeah.
But my personal one, I think I've mentioned it a few times, is actually the AP Royal Oak. Stainless steel edition with a blue face. I don't know the reference number, so I'll put a picture up on screen. I think it's just it's an ultimate watch, and it just looks incredible. The first ever stainless steel watch to sell more than a solid gold watch, which is just crazy when you think about it in terms of history. What's yours?
Well, mine's the Omega moon watch, Man on the Moon. Basically just its history, heritage, the form factor. It's just for me, just the perfect watch.
Yeah, it looks incredible. It's got a tachymere around the outside, right? And it's got the chronographs.
It's a Speedmaster. So it's the same combination. It's just with the heritage. Obviously, the watch originally went to the moon.
Yeah,
on one of the Apollo missions.
It's incredible. It's an incredible watch. Am I right in thinking that it was Seconda as well that also created a watch that went to the moon around a similar period?
Bolivar.
Was it Bolivar?
But Bolivar did one. I mean, several manufacturers have produced watches that the astronauts have worn over the time.
Yeah, because I think if I remember correctly, Seconda was one because it was almost like the same race to the moon as in like the watches. You know, obviously America and Russia, and obviously Seconda being Russian, it was like that same. Or made in Russia at least, it was that same sort of fight going on in the watch industry as it was in the real world kind of thing, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, definitely, it's an incredible watch. We've seen it in person, right? Once.
Yes.
Yeah. At Slumbers, I think it was, and it truly looked incredible.
And the presentation box, it's
huge, isn't it? It's a bigger box than a regular Omega.
Yeah, it's just prestige, all the way, and like I say, it's just the heritage and.
What do you think of the Bond watch?
Yeah,
because it's a similar style.
Similar style. I mean, personally, I prefer the heritage of the fascination of the moon.
Yeah, of course.
Rather than James Bond.
Yeah,
spying missions and things. But yeah, I mean, I can see people liking it. I prefer the Seiko Grandmaster.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, it's the style, the combination of the movement.
Definitely, it's chrono certified as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, for a Japanese watch, I mean, it stands, head to toe with the Swiss any day of the week,
wasn't it?
And it's now got a huge following, which it definitely deserves.
Definitely. But yeah, moving on, my second Grail, which is a more recent one. It's not like an ultimate Grail. It's a bit more I wouldn't say attainable, but maybe one day. And it's the Omega. It's got the nickname, I don't know what it's actually called, I'm sorry, I'll put a picture up on the screen again. It's the Snoopy, the Omega Snoopy. It has Snoopy on the dial, and it's almost like a panda, and I think it looks incredible. I showed it you recently,
yeah,
and I just think it looks really cool. You know, a watch that is like professional, amazing, well designed, but also has that little bit of fun to it. I kind of like that, and it's a bit sort of like a cheeky thing for a watch company of its kind to do, and I think that really makes it something a bit special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think theme watches, you know, stand out. You know, in any collection. I think you know, we should all, you know, have something a bit funky and.
Well, you recently just purchased a Swatch System 51, right?
Yeah. Again, you know, it's a very unusual, you know, manufacturing.
Triumph in a way.
Yeah, I
51
mean,
pieces. That's why it's called the System.
You know,
51.
not a man, no man has ever touched it. Its downside, obviously, it can't be maintained. Once it stops, it stops.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you know, it's got, you know, Swiss movement. I think it's a ETA C10111 or something. So it's an ETA movement, and yeah, I mean, there's zinc and copper in it, so it's anti-magnetic. You know, you can't really go wrong. I mean, 90-day reserve. I mean,
it's a fun watch, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
At the end of the day, made out of 51 pieces, it's got that cool triumph to it. But then also it's funky. You know, it's bright. It stands out. It's big as well. It's not like
a 42, I believe.
42, yeah. It's not like a tiny 36mm vintage timepiece with heritage and all this. It's a fun watch, and I think every collector should have a watch in there. It's fun. It's something to wear in the summer with bright colours, you know, and it really works. But yeah, what would be your second Grail?
I think it would be the Seiko Grandmaster. I think
Grand Seiko.
Yeah, Grand Seiko.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I think you know, again, it's the movement. You know, it's precision.
The sweep as well. They've got the sweep to a point. You know, it's like it is truly a sweep. Rather than if you look at something like this, there is that slight tick almost because it's not 100% smooth. You know, the beats per second or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, high beat movement.
Oh yeah, the old Japanese Seiko high beats as well. They're incredible. Yeah.
You know, both of those, you know, would gladly, you know, sit in my collection and be worn, you know, regularly. You know,
same. Yeah, definitely. Grand Seiko is something to attain by, and it's same price as, you know, your premium Swiss watches, which is really cool. I'm glad a Japanese company has taken on the Swiss in that sense, because it's going to push the Swiss to create even better timepieces. And I truly believe the Swiss can't be beat. That's my personal opinion. But the Japanese have beat them this time, and I really do believe they've beat some of the Swiss manufacturing with the Grand Seikos, and it's going to push the Swiss to improve even further, which they will, and they'll be leaders again in no time. I truly believe that. But yeah, to conclude, mine are the AP Royal Oak stainless steel blue. I'll put a picture right here, and the Omega Snoopy. And yours were?
The Man on the Moon, Omega, Speedmaster, and the Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko, yeah. What I'll do, I'll put a picture of which one in particular, because obviously there's loads of Grand Seikos. I'll get him to send me a picture of which one he actually likes the best, and I'll put it up right here. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video featuring me and my dad. Yeah, it was fun. We're just out here. I thought I'd record it. So if you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll leave a link to my dad's channel down in the description. He does a lot of videos with photography, and yeah, go subscribe, share the love. Anyway, I'll catch you all again next time. Take care, guys. Peace.